Good morning, I guess. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning, Monday. I think it's November 19th. So I was just sitting here watching some TV. Can't sleep. I just, my brother got out from prison this past Wednesday. It was nice. Talked to him. Haven't seen him yet. But that'll change, I'm sure. So I shared my little, I guess it's not little, I shouldn't minimize it. I shared my new way of living with him. I got a sense that he's a changed man. He's 38 years old. His name is Richard. And I shared my YouTube, one of my videos with him. I'll give you a little backstory. Because the title of this is called Confirmation for My Brothers. And, I do these videos for a lot of reasons, but the main one is for me because it's therapeutic. I'm learning how to let go of different issues I've had in my life, stemming back 35 years. And one of them is my brothers. That's because my mom, said something to me when I was 7 years old. If you guys have been subscribed to my channel, you'll know. But for those that haven't, when I was 7 years old, my mother had walked out of a courtroom in Lansing, Michigan, 303 Kalamazoo Street on the third floor, Judge Owens chambers. And when the doors opened, it was a sad and happy moment for me. Sad because I was leaving my mom. I knew it. 7 years old. And I knew I would never go home. Happy because I wouldn't have to change diapers, make bottles, cook breakfast, do the laundry. In a sense, taking care of my brothers, Raymond, Lorenzo, and Richard. My mother said to me as she was crying, she said, "Gather your brothers around." And she knelt down and she said to me, her last words, "Mule, you're going to have to take care of your brothers because I'm not going to be there." Mind you, I was 7 years old. I took that to heart. I was the oldest. And my mother asked me to do it, so I did it. I'm 42 years old, and I have, in a lot of ways, have done just that. Take care of them throughout the years. Whatever they needed. If I could do it, I did it. So when my brother got out, we were video chatting, Richard, and he was talking about my hair, and he says to me, he says, "What's up with the Jesus look?" I just laughed, but I told him matter of factly, I said, "I'm not Jesus. I'm not perfect." He responded with, pulled the phone closer to him, and he told me, Mike, you will always be perfect in my eyes. This is a man that is 38 years old, and in my opinion, he has been locked up. Some people say that's institutionalized. That's my little brother. It's my baby brother. And for him to say that was really good to hear. You know, with anybody trying to raise another human being, whether it be your child, your cousin, niece, nephew, just raising another human being. The person that is doing the raising always, I'm sorry, at some point they want to hear that they did a good job, whether you're a parent, uncle, aunt, grandma, grandpa, or even foster parents. I got that Wednesday. "35 years later, I got it. I tell you, it's the most beautiful thing that I could ever hear from my brothers. You know, over the years, I've always told my brothers how to live. Not directly, but indirectly. When we would talk, I would tell them kind of how about to live their lives. But I added something different to that. Because anybody can talk to someone to tell them what they think they ought to do. And there's nothing wrong with that. But when you put action to those words, it can really make a difference. And on some level, I was able to do that. Because I knew a long time ago that you could bring a horse to the water, but you can't make that horse drink that water. And in my young mind back then, you know, at single age, when I became a teenager and into my adult life, I knew a long time ago, in order to make an impact on someone's life, you gotta be able to walk it as well as talk it. My little brother gave me that. Because I figured out that the best way that I could take care of my brothers was to show them. I'm not perfect. And in this new road of recovery that I'm on, that I love so much, I'm not trying to be perfect. All I'm doing is just trying to live a true and just life to the best of my ability with my higher power in hand and doing a program and following the suggestions of that program. I'm blessed to be able to put action with those words that I talk about with them.
And I tell them, education, key. It's the key. It isn't the answer to all, but damn, it helps. And accountability, getting a job, keeping that job, getting a career, having a family, taking care of that family, being a father. I didn't know how to be a father. I got that confirmation too. But with my brothers, to hear it from Richard, it was the most beautiful thing. Again, another example of something I did right. I've always known my brothers had a lot of respect for me. But to hear it directly like that from my baby brother meant the world. It brings such joy, such a fulfillment. I don't have much more to say than that. I've got a sense of peace about living up to my mother's expectation of taking care of my brothers. Because I'm doing it and I continue to do that. A father, being a big brother. And that's the best way I know how to do it. I've got this saying that I developed a few years back. It goes, I don't bullshit and I don't ass kiss because I don't have to. I'm sorry. It's a little different than that, actually. How I actually say it is, I don't bullshit. I don't bullshit and I don't ass kiss because my nose isn't brown. That's not right either. See, in my head, I'm thinking about 100 different things as I'm sitting here talking. I mean, I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do tomorrow, how I'm gonna start my day. That's just about as far as I can go. And tomorrow, I mean today, really. That's how my mind works. I'm sure everybody else's does too, but mine is, it's everywhere. That's why I guess I turned to alcohol and drugs because I didn't want to. I'd be overwhelmed because I'd think about what I had to do, what I wanted to do, what needed to get done, what shouldn't get done. With all that, I never really made good decisions in a lot of those thoughts. But to but just to hear that confirmation from my brother is just such a beautiful thing. I'm blessed to have the brothers that I have to be able to put those thoughts in their head and give it to me. I love them so much. I love you, Rick. I love you, Ray. And I love you, Lorenzo. I'm the oldest of 9. One is deceased. She was a baby. She was a twin. And nothing against my other siblings, because I love them just as well and just as much. But the bond that Raymond, Lorenzo, and Rick have, myself included, it's a bond like no other. You know that saying, "Am I my brother's keeper?" For me personally, I am, and I always will be. You know, all we can do as caregivers is to be the best that we can be to our ability. That's all I'm trying to do. I did it to a degree, my active addiction. Now, I am doing it. Because, not that I didn't do it before in terms of do what you say and say what you do. With that saying, I don't bullshit and I ain't ass kissing. I don't have to because my nose is already brown. You know what that means? That means somebody else already did it. So I didn't have to. I love that saying. I had to get that off my chest. I'd like to thank you guys for listening. I would say have a good night. In a sense, I guess you can still have a good night. I can sleep now because I guess that was weighing on me. I needed to share that. Have a blessed night, blessed morning. Thanks. God bless you.